What is up, guys? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is part 14 of my Let's Build an Airport series, the Hotel of the Airport, or the Airport Hotel, whatever you want to call it. And this is the final episode of the hotel segment of this Let's Build, this giant Let's Build that I'm doing. And all I do in this episode is I build this restaurant attachment, which I'm going to be starting right now, and I just finish up some landscaping stuff, and then that's pretty much it. And I guess next episode will be the start of the terminal. But as you can see right now, I'm digging what's going to be the floor of the restaurant extension on the back of the building. And the hole is 22 by 28 blocks. The 22 is it's like it goes out away from the building 22 blocks, and it runs alongside the building for 28 blocks. And I kind of align the hole with like the quartz pillars you'll see in a second, and right now I'm filling the hole I just did with the darkest kind of wood there is. I'm not sure what it's called, like birch or something, or that may be the lightest. I'm not sure. I don't really know the names of the wood, I just know their color. But I'm using the darkest kind of wood. That's all you need to know. And right now I'm kind of extending off of that quartz pillar that I kind of align the floor with. I'm building out 3 blocks. And I go AFK for like 5 seconds here. But I do the same thing on the other side. And notice how I'm overlapping the wood. Sometimes I build like a block out from the wood on the grass. But I'm filling up, or I'm building over top the outer rim of the wood. And right now I'm using smooth sandstone. And this is what the it kind of looks. I was going for a diner look, although I don't think that's what I achieved. But as you can see, I'm just kind of building off once, like leaving 2 blocks in between each pillar I make. I'm building what you're looking at right now, and yeah. And as you can tell, this is all re-recorded, or pre-recorded, sorry, and the commentary isn't live. And I'm speeding stuff up to make it go faster, because a lot of people didn't like how long these were kind of going, and I agreed with them. I kind of addressed this in my last episode, but this is how it's going to be unless I get complaints on how people don't like this version or this method of doing Let's Builds. And right now, again, just 2 blocks apart from each other, I'll be making stone vertical pillars like that. Yeah, speeding it up. And then I fill it with glass, or actually, I kind of interchange, yeah, like that. See how if the if the pillars are sandstone, I make the horizontal kind of things, or window panes, stone, and over where there's stone vertical pillars, I made the horizontal, I guess, window panes. I'm not sure what to call it. I'm talking about the bottom blocks. But right now, it's going to have like a sunroof. And sorry if that didn't make any sense, because it's kind of hard to explain. But right now I'm putting in sunroofs. This entire building's pretty much going to be glass. As you can probably guess, I'm going to fill in the rest of the holes, I guess, on this building with glass. Yeah, and I'm actually going to be breaking the glass I'm putting down right now later on in the video, because that's where I'm going to be putting the doors. If you didn't notice, there's like a doorway leading out into this restaurant extension on the back of the like main hotel building. So if you didn't do that and you just put a bunch of windows, you can do that. Yeah, like right in front of me. You can go ahead and break the windows to make like a entrance from the hotel to the restaurant instead of having to go outside. And there's the doors I broke, like I said, and later I'll be filling them in with iron doors, and looks pretty good. And I think this is when I start on the, or no, I kind of do some quick lighting in here. If you want, you could put in overhead lights. I didn't. I just kind of put torches on all the pillars that were available. That's usually how I light my buildings. That and glowstone in the ground. I rarely do overhead lights, because sometimes they feel like they it's hard to make them look nice and also have them not be super low to the ground. And yeah, this is when I start building I start building pathways like all around the building. And this is where you can have like creative license, I guess. You don't have to strictly follow this. This is all up to you. But I just kind of make this entire area just like a giant like patio. Like, as you can see when I like back up just then, all that is going out, and I'm going to be replacing it with stone brick like so. And if you didn't catch that, I also kind of in the doorway, instead I broke the wood blocks that were there and made it stone brick. I don't know, doesn't really matter, just kind of like a random little thing. But yeah, then I make just sidewalks. I always surround like everything I can with sidewalks because I think it looks nicer. So instead of just having this giant parking lot just like up against grass, it's good to kind of surround it in like a walkway, so when people get out of their cars, they can just walk on sidewalks instead of just open grass. And now comes the bushes. I sped up a lot of actually no, that comes later. Right now, out on the entrance, I'm at the entrance of the building now, if you don't know. And I just kind of go out off of where the sidewalk ended at the front of the building. And I'm just gonna bring this out and then fill everything. So like, pretty much I'm just making a triangle right now. And what I'm like digging out is sides A and B of the triangle. And the C side of the triangle, as you can see, is like the diagonal road edge, I guess. So I'm going to be filling all of that in with stone brick, of course. And you don't have to use stone brick. You can use whatever you want. Some people use stone, which is nice. Other people use sandstone, which is also nice. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, I know a lot of people are like following along like strictly and like doing everything I do. But feel free to just like use this just kind of as like a really broad template and just kind of do whatever you want along the way. And I forget to break that bed. I placed that bed down because it got really dark, and I didn't think that the capture card was actually capturing anything I was doing. So I fell asleep because I had I later realized I had the gamma down a lot. I'm just going to fast forward this. I'm making a 4-block wide walkway up against the one side of the building, and it's going to connect the restaurant to the triangle sidewalk we just made. Or actually, I think it's 3 blocks wide up against the restaurant, and then once it makes the 90-degree turn, it like widens to a 4-block wide. Yeah, so the one I'm building now is 4 blocks wide, and the one leading to directly to the or running parallel to the restaurant is only 3 blocks wide. But it doesn't matter. You can make them both 4 blocks wide. It's really up to you. I'm just trying to, I guess, make a little bit more space for the rest of the stuff that's going to be going in, because this Let's Builds, I'm guessing, is going to go on pretty long. I really wasn't thinking of how long this was going to go on, but it's been like a month, I think, and we're not done the first part of it yet. So this is going to be a pretty long Let's Build, which I don't mind. Sorry to people who are just following along super closely, and like sorry if you have to wait a long time for each episode to come out. I'll be picking up how long each episode takes to come out. I know I've been waiting like weeks to upload new episodes, but that'll stop. It'll go back to like 2 a week, hopefully. 2 episodes of this Let's Build a week. And I just put glowstone like everywhere where it kind of looks nice, like at the edge or a corner of a walkway, like what I'm doing right now, Doesn't really matter. You can light it however you want, but that's how I do it. And again, I have to fall asleep because it's getting super dark. And animals were a pain in the butt doing this. And also at every corner, as you can see, I kind of build up 2 blocks to kind of make it look nice. And there you go. I kind of made like an entire perimeter of the building out of, I guess, bushes. And now this little part of grass. Gonna make that look nice. Bushes make everything look better. Corrales has it right. If it looks ugly, just add bushes. And now this whole, I'm gonna like fill in this whole kind of courtyard looking place with trees, and I'm gonna be putting in like this really long kind of narrow fountain thing, or pond, I guess. I'm gonna put sugarcane, and right now what I'm trying to do is kind of find the middle of this like little courtyard. And it didn't, I wasn't looking for perfection, I just kind of guesstimated. And I just kind of filled in that whole thing, and that's how it looked. Ta-da. Not sure why it cut all that out. I think it didn't record it, but you can fill that in however you want. It really doesn't matter at all. But if you really wanted to follow along, I just built like 2 rows of 5 trees, 5 blocks apart from each other. And now I'm kind of giving like a little look around. And then there's like an open space closest to the hotel. I just put in a fountain or a long stream like running alongside the building. But right now I'm doing the interior of the hotel. And right now I went AFK for some reason, because there's animals everywhere. I don't know. I'm going to be starting with the kitchen / kind of serving area. And I always use iron for some reason. I don't know. And I just kind of build off of a wall like you'll be seeing in a second. Taking forever. This is like the one weird thing about doing pre-recorded gameplay and then doing commentary over it. It's because sometimes I notice how like awfully slow I am at like picking things out. Like right now. Actually, I probably should have cut this out, but I can't right now because I'm recording commentary. So you're just gonna have to watch me pick out the palette of materials that I'm gonna use. But right now I'll describe what I'm picking out. I'm picking out things for tables, chairs, and just kitchen equipment like washing machines, stoves. I always use the furnace as like an oven or stove. And also the iron door is for the refrigerators, which I'll be building in a second. You can build a very convincing refrigerator with an iron door and 2 blocks of iron. And right now I'm building out, like I said, just kind of like a little section of the room for the kitchen. And I'll build it right up along this pillar. And I'll be breaking those 2 blocks later because you need a way to enter the kitchen. Yeah, like right now. There. So there's the entrance to the kitchen. These are going to be, I'll show you. These are what I use for refrigerators. I think Corrales, like that's how he does it, and I think that's where I picked it up. I'm not sure. They're ovens and, I don't know, just storage for food and stuff on top of the refrigerators. And now I'm going to be building, I think, washing machines or some sort of oven, which is just a trapdoor up against a block of stone. Again, I think that's something Corrales did, I'm not sure. And then just sinks and stuff. Washing sinks and hand washing sinks. Or dishwashing sinks and hand washing sinks. And I don't know if I said this before, but this is like an hour of gameplay cut down into under 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. But I want to know what you guys think of this method. I know I asked last video, but let me know what you think. because not that many people responded on what they thought about doing the non-live commentary. And right now I just put a sneeze guard, which I use glass panes as like a sneeze guard. And right now I'm just kind of putting 4 block and 3 block long seats around the perimeter of the building. And what I use for tables is just pressure plates and nether brick fence. And right now I'm just going to build 4-seater tables spaced like 4 blocks apart, I believe. 4 or 3. Actually, it's 3. And yeah, I'll speed this up a little bit. Those are going to be the tables. But there's going to be, as you can see, stairs running all around the little fence. And there you go. There's a convincing table, or 4-person table. And I'm doing the same thing. 2 blocks apart from the other row. And there you go. And the last thing I'm going to be doing is putting in some carpet to make it look nice, because the hotel has green carpet, and this is kind of leading into as you can see, it's leading into the hotel. So it's nice to make the carpet match or the flooring match, at least for a little bit. And now I'm going to be putting in the last thing, the bathroom and like a storage closet. I don't really do anything to the storage closet. It's just an empty room. But the bathroom, I do my original crappy bathroom interiors. Which, if you're better than me at bathroom interiors, feel free to use what you've learned in making bathroom interiors, because I'm awful at making bathrooms. I just like put in cauldrons and brush them off as like toilets. So my toilets are pretty much the same as the sinks, so I don't know if anyone... Oh, right now I'm in the one building, and I'm breaking this window to kind of give it privacy. I'm filling it in with clay. So now it's just a room where there's no windows, so no one can peek in and be gross. So those are 2 sinks, which you'll later find look no different than the toilet I'm about to put in. The only difference is that instead of a lever, I use a button for the bathrooms. And there you go. That is the restaurant. And right now I'm putting in the iron doors that I was talking about. And that's pretty much it. Once I put in these iron doors and the pressure plates that open them, I'm done the hotel. You guys can add anything you want. Let me know what you thought about the hotel. And like I said, or actually, I put some little interesting things on the exterior of the restaurant to make it look a little nicer. I don't really know what this is. It serves no function, but it looks nice, so I just put it. Oh, and I also break out this... Right now we're over the bathroom, so I'm breaking out like the above, or the sunroof, I meant. So people can't look down from like other higher floors of the hotel. And then just some exterior lights, both running on the where you just saw and here. And that's it. That is pretty much the end of this Let's Build, at least for the hotel. The next segment of the Let's Build is most likely going to be a terminal, and I just kind of put some benches outside. But here it is. Here's the hotel in its completed glory. There's the bed I forgot to break. I'll be breaking that next episode. And then I'll be starting the terminal. So this is the end of part 14 of my Let's Build an Airport series. Be sure to check out part 15 when I start the terminal. And other than that, that's all I have to say. This has been Colonial Puppet. Like I said, be sure to check out the other episodes. Have a good day.